Like lager beer, the world's renowned trademark.
Like, it's just like, Earthworm Jim, where he just pulls shit out of his pocket. The sword just comes out when he wants
Don't
it.
their guns become swords or some bullshit?
If not,
In the final round of animated movies that we have selected, we have the South Park movie versus Toy Story.
put it on my iTunes, and then I had the physical copy. So when the internet shuts down, when fucking Skynet takes it over,
So we have like nothing.
You have a Twitter?
Yeah.
Boom to the face, Dead Red Ranger.
for the movie, I'm trying to rope it back around.
Ah, how do you?
I was gay the whole time.
Dude, that's the next. Oh,
Are you fucking kidding me? That soundtrack is amazing. You got the
It's
touch.
all-
You got the power.
Oh,
Nice.
From a Rugrats
If you
talk,
do-
tune in.
Yeah, if you want more Rugrats talk and more talking about people's sisters that you don't know, you guys hit that subscribe. I'll let your boy.
so we're doing childhood games,
Yeah,
video games.
the best or most memorable, or maybe not even best game, but the most
Games that shaped your childhood.
sure,
So sorry, the board game.
not board games.
Did set you up for most of your life. Right? Sorry,
Sorry.
David.
Sorry, everybody. Man, I can't leave home. I gotta roll, or I gotta draw that one or two. So how childhood, like high school counts, or just like literally childhood?
Middle school.
So we're talking Atari, Arcade, NES, Super NES, and Genesis.
Dude, how
probably.
fucking old are you?
No, dude, you can. Yeah.
His
like,
PlayStation came
we had-
out. We were like,
We had like computer. We had fucking PlayStation.
oh my
like,
god,
seventh,
never
eighth
mind. I
grade.
had because I played so much on the
I was gonna
computer.
say like, dude,
Alright.
holy shit.
All right.
Well,
I
start
had like
off.
Dreamcast in like freshman year.
Yeah, but is high school too old?
I mean, no, we can do that. It doesn't.
We gotta come up
High
with
school?
16. That's a lot.
There's no
Listen,
rules.
I could do
Yes, we
I'll
can
go
all
first.
individually do it, but
30 each year of my life.
Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Because we used to sit
What?
around.
Say that again.
Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
It sounds gay as fuck. What's this?
We used to sit around.
Computer.
It's kind of like Risk, sort of, but like
Go on, because you're not telling me so far.
you build armies and whatever. We used to sit around the computer, like me, Dylan, Jeremy, Tony, like take turns playing against each other.
Still haven't sold me yet. Where was I?
It's
just name something.
Okay, I would do Duke Nukem 3D if we're gonna do computer games. You faggots.
dude,
Of course.
Duke Nukem 3D.
Dude, that game is
What
so
a piece of
replayable.
shit.
Don't even try to pretend like that game's not amazing. And it was the coolest shit at the time.
I'm gonna go all the way back to my original old school roots, and the
Shining
reason
Force.
no, Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
The first one?
the first one.
Dude, I was so little, I didn't understand how to play it. I always picked the mage because he was cool looking, but he
You
was
gotta
the
pick
lowest.
Four, you gotta pick 4 people.
Yeah, but like he was
Final Fantasy
always.
7 shaped me hardcore.
It did.
Final Fantasy is what got me into RPGs to begin with.
Did
'cause
you
I played
understand
on
it
Nintendo.
at that
Of course I
age?
did, because I'm not a fucking dummy.
Dude, we were little kids.
Yeah, I was like, all
The
right,
type of game.
I want a fighter.
Yeah.
This white mage probably heals because that's how this shit normally
But
works. It
not the
looks
black
like a
mage
priest.
because he dies too
And then
fast.
a black mage, and then I took
Yeah.
the.
So you had two mages?
I usually went fighter.
And then there's a thief, right?
No, I went fighter, red mage, white.
I do
mage.
remember the fighter was the red dude with the hat, right?
Yeah, he had like
Yeah.
the fucking Robin Hood hat.
Yeah. I just
I'm
remember
a red mage. I'm not as good as a white
because
or a
like
black, but I'm in the middle.
Because like at that point in time, NES games were just like platformers. Get from point
Yeah.
A to point B.
Right.
So to play that game at such a young age, I'm like, I go out, I fight, I die, I gotta go back into town and heal. I'm like, I can't make any progress. I'm always running back. Like I didn't understand the concept.
Don't
of
get me wrong.
RPGs.
It definitely took me longer than it would now
Yeah.
to
Oh
do
yeah.
it, but I made it pretty far through that
Dude,
game.
I remember my brother
We
playing
can fill
Final
this up
Fantasy 7.
with Final Fantasy 1 through 7.
My brother playing 7.
They're all good.
And I wasn't used to RPGs, and I was like, "What level are you on?" Meaning, like,
Yeah.
what
Like-
stage?
like
in
what
Sonic
stage?
or like Super Mario, and he's like, "I'm like level 15," and like he's like, "But levels don't work that way." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, I'm level like my character."
It was
I
so
was like-
mind-bending because the backgrounds were like pre-rendered and beautiful, like pictures, and the characters moved around on them.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, everything about that game was just new for its time. It was amazing.
Hit me. What you got for number 2? Your number 2.
Zelda 64. I like the game a lot.
Which one, though?
Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
Ocarina
Smash.
of Time. I'm just gonna put OT.
All right.
Mine is not the best of the series, but it's the one I played the most. And I think it's the most difficult and the most unique. Mario 2.
Mario 2.
That's
Mario 2 is the game that wasn't actually a Mario game. It was like rebranded Super Mario for America.
for America.
It's like fucking
Yeah.
weird.
It's one where you could be Peach or Toad.
Peach Toad.
Yeah, it's a weird
But it
one,
had
yeah.
like really weird things. You could pick up objects. You could do cool shit. Like when someone
Peach
shot a
was
projectile,
awesome. I remember like
and
she
she
had
could
that float. Yeah.
And what's funny is for
Yeah.
it not being canon, they took like all the Shy Guys and Birdo and everything, and like even like Peach's moves and shit. Like everything's from that game, so technically it is canon. But that
Yeah.
game had like boss battles and that shit that Mario still didn't do until
was
like
hard as fuck,
until
I
the
remember.
84.
Dude,
It was hard.
I'm not going to put it on the list, but I kind of felt that way about, because there was Zelda on Nintendo.
Yeah.
And then there was Link.
Link 2.
Link
And
2.
that game was bullshit.
Adventures of
It,
Link,
it,
yeah.
it was like Zelda, but then you would go into a place and it became like a platformer, and it was
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
oh.
then you would like go in a house or whatever. Yeah.
It kind
It
of
pissed
blew
you
my
off the
mind.
most because
Yeah.
it took you so long to save Zelda in the first game, and you start the second game, and she's like dead again. You're like, motherfucker, like what was all this for?
But I'm actually going to go with,
yeah, please don't pick Link 2.
what was it, Mario 64?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
that
that
was-
changed everything.
Dude,
too.
that
That was
oh,
great.
so
and it's
good.
still utterly playable. I play it all
Yeah.
the time on the
Time.
virtual console.
I'm gonna go. My next one is gonna be EverQuest because pre World of Warcraft, pre all that shit, EverQuest was the one where like I logged in and I was like, I saw a guy running and I was like, holy shit, that's another person.
Online,
Yeah, online. That like blew my mind.
being a fag. Those games are gay as shit.
You need a dot right there.
If I think,
Come on, mister, I can name 16 myself.
yeah,
Go.
I think, yeah, and I'm gonna have to do Twisted Metal 2, man.
Dude, Twisted Metal, that's a good
Twisted
one.
Metal
Those
2,
are
I think
good.
I played for like 5 years straight with all my friends and never got old.
Tony always played fucking, was it Spectre?
Yeah,
the
Spectre,
goddamn go
homing
through
missiles.
wall homing
No,
missiles.
that was
Such
a different
bullshit.
game. That was Vigilante 8.
No, Virtual
No.
A was shitty with the school bus. Spectre was the one with the homing missiles.
Yeah,
Or you could do
the
Twister.
white and blue car. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
I liked
And
Vigilante
Thumper
8.
was badass too. And you could put in like there's like 2 codes for secret
Axel.
levels. Axel was
Axel, the
that
dude
poor
with the
motherfucker.
wheels.
What was really cool was playing as Mr. Grimm because he was fast as
There
fuck,
was-
but he was on the motorcycle and
There
he died in
was-
like 2 hits.
I don't know if anybody remembers, there was this Spawn fighting game.
I remember Soul Calibur you could play as Spawn
No,
on the Xbox
but
version.
this was like all Spawn characters. And I remember
That would be.
Tony, I can't remember what it was called, but Tony and I played it with Tony and Scott.
Was it a beat 'em
And
up?
There was like, it was like there was a map. It was almost like playing like GoldenEye where you run around a map, but you have like Spawn characters.
That's
Okay.
weird.
And
So it was like first person?
ish. Yeah.
It might have been a mod because there was an X-Men mod
No,
for
no,
Quake.
no, it was-
it was a
also,
game.
wasn't a real game.
Because Tony always played this angel chick who like would fucking
Yeah,
revive.
her name's Angel.
Angel, and then but I always played this nerdy weird dude who had a sniper rifle, and he would
Twitch,
just
I think?
one shot
Like
every.
how-
He like literally one shot everyone in the game.
I was actually a
and
really
it would
big-
just piss everyone off. I was like, dude, this.
So
This
they
is
all
like-
had their different weapons. I was a real big Spawn fan as a kid. I had the cartoon series,
Yeah,
which was also
this
the movie and all the
yeah,
cards.
it
and
wasn't
action figures
like
and comics.
it wasn't like GoldenEye or anything like that where everyone has like the same weapons. Like
GoldenEye has to be on there, right?
Yeah, probably you can name it when you get back around to it. Where are we at?
But I ain't gonna. I'm gonna
Me.
name,
I
I'm
think-
gonna
I
name
think
the
it's
crow.
me.
The crow, the video game.
Game that I really loved as a kid, Myst.
Yeah. That's
Puzzle game.
Never heard of
You're
it.
like on an island. You have to go around the island and figure out all this shit, and you complete all these puzzles, and you unlock new
It's just
areas,
based,
and you
like
keep going.
pictures, and
Like-
then you find things.
So you have to like
in
find things in the
room,
area, you have to
whatever.
do it, and then you get to the end, and there's a fireplace, and you have to pick between these 2 pictures. And there's a red one and a blue one. Essentially, these 2 guys are trapped, and you have to decide which one is the right one to free. Otherwise, you lose at the end. And it was a trick. You have to like put out the fire and go through the fireplace, and there's a third painting of like the brother that was like, and that's how you actually ended up with. Like, yeah,
Interesting.
That is interesting. I feel like one of us
they
had
ended
it
up.
awesome.
They made a sequel called Riven.
Yep.
And Riven was way crazier because that's when they actually implemented like guys into the world that you had to like deal with and other.
Did
things.
one of us have a super awesome, badass action-packed childhood, and the other one played Risk and missed? I just want to ask that question seriously.
Are some of us intelligent and like decent human beings, and some of us just
Some of us played
hyper monster children?
Someone played Duke Nukem,
Dude, you guys.
and the other
played
person's
Nukem?
like solving like complex puzzles by playing Risk or Myst. And
At the
stuff.
same time, dude, I played Twisted. I played every game on this list so far.
Me except for Tommy's picks, because EverQuest.
Except I
straight.
disagree, and I know everyone in the world's gonna hate me. I don't feel like Zeldas have been good. Like
That
Oh,
Ocarina
that
of
is.
Time.
Ocarina
is
of
great,
Time. and
I want
Wind
to say this
Waker-
is probably the last good one in my opinion.
No, because
Yeah,
Wind Waker's the
it's
best. Wind Waker's top tier. Then Ocarina, then Link to the Past, then the original.
Just
then
my
everything
opinion.
else. I know.
I just fell out of them.
Did you play Wind Waker though?
Yes.
Oh man, beautiful game.
Tommy, your pick.
Please
I'm
don't
gonna
make something
go
gay.
with
Something where something happens, please.
Metal Gear Solid.
Oregon
Yes,
Trail.
I was gonna say Metal Gear Solid
Metal Gear Solid.
came to me at a time where I thought games had reached like what a game could be.
Yeah, and then
The
you're
Metal Gear
like,
Solid was like
whoa.
playing a movie. It was like
It's another
theatrical. It
series that
made
I
me
never
feel.
really cared for.
I don't really care for anything after that. I can't play it now.
It's one of my
but-
favorite series. I could play it.
Because I tried.
I love Metal Gear
I've tried to
Solid.
play them since then. I'm like, yeah, it's too many cutscenes.
David, you're
Oh
go.
my gosh. I'm gonna have to go StarCraft because I played that game for like
Yeah,
12
that's a
years
good one.
straight.
That's a good one.
I would make my own levels, play online.
I'm gonna go Diablo.
Oh yeah.
I could
I'm
put
gonna put 2 on
I could
there
put
because I
all-
think 2 was the much.
2
much
is the
more.
best. 3 was pretty cool though. for
3's
how
all
much
right.
it had to come
They're
out.
adding the Necromancer into it finally.
Really?
First one
I
was
feel
good.
like all these
I remember-
RTSs, Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo, Command
But
and
Diablo
Conquer,
wasn't an RTS. Diablo was a dungeon crawler.
Back in the day.
It
No.
had RTS controls.
No, they did not.
I guess.
You clicked over top, but you moved around a dungeon, killed shit by hitting buttons to do skills.
Yeah, it was definitely Dungeon Crawl.
It's a dungeon crawler.
Okay.
It's like the birth
You know
of
what?
dungeon crawler.
You
I don't
brought
know-
over. Do you remember the disc?
Yeah.
That you got from like
yeah.
somebody at school or something. It was like a burned
Dylan's
disc.
Brian.
Brian's
Somebody-
dad.
Oh, is it
the
Brian?
original. It was the original Diablo.
Did
Yeah,
he give
Diablo
you,
1.
Did he give
His
you the
dad
code on it
like,
too? So you can
no,
install
there
it?
was no
the original
code back in
Diablo.
there.
It was before they started like
Doing the
like
codes?
doing the thing on the disc where it would lock the disc out
Yeah.
and all stuff. So like he made me a copy. He's like, here you go. You enjoyed playing it with my son today. Here, take a copy home for yourself.
And then
I
he
was
brought
like,
it to my
that's
house
awesome.
and we played it.
Well, the reason that I don't think I've ever played a dungeon crawler ever, I guess besides Diablo. So from playing Duke Nukem Twisted Metal and StarCraft, I felt like Diablo worked more in that.
it does in the sense that you're overhead and you're clicking around
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but it's
I don't think I've ever played a dungeon crawl. Now that you mention it, though, like what are other examples? Missed.
That's the biggest one.
yeah,
That's the
Diablo's-
only one.
No, there's a lot. I mean, there's Path of Exile. There's all the Champions of Narath series was all dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
The EverQuest had a series just like the Champions of Narath that was dungeon crawly.
That's the same one.
Yes, you're right because Champions of Narath is EverQuest. I'm retarded.
How many more
But I
picks do
never got
have?
really into those.
Me and Mike played the fuck out of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Damn, there's some classics missing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's some classics.
We gotta
missing.
think. We
We
gotta.
need
Tommy,
to.
your go.
We need to take off heroes and add a classic.
No, that's fucking great.
Yeah.
These are from our childhood.
If anything, take Duke Nukem's piece of shit ass off of that.
I could take Duke Nukem off and switch out with something.
Your pick.
But
Don't,
Duke Nukem's not
don't play
shitty.
that game. Don't live in the what if world. We're gonna miss shit. All right, we're gonna miss shit. It's inevitable.
Yeah, but if you guys don't mention a certain
Guys, I got way
fucking
more important shit to do with my life. Just pick something.
blue hedgehog, dude.
I don't. That didn't have much of an impact
Hey,
on
no
me.
one's
though.
named the most important game that shaped all of us. And we all played it at school on an old Apple
Yeah.
I didn't
computer.
like it though. I didn't really care for it.
Oregon
Dude,
Trail.
I was pissed every time. It's like, Dylan has come down with dysentery. Like, no, I'm shitting myself, and everyone knows what it is.
That's a good
I'm
one.
dead.
Let's
Do
say.
it till you die. That'd be a terrible death.
What kind of do
Come
it?
on. Go with me if he's still thinking.
Yeah, go
Sonic
ahead.
2.
Go ahead.
The game that everyone played and
Sonic
broke everything
2.
out. And then it got new life when Sonic and Knuckles came out. You could put the disc or the fucking cartridge on top of Sonic and Knuckles and play Sonic 2 all over again with
I got
Knuckles. Yes.
Monster
Rancher. That's what I was just about to say.
You ever play Monster,
Monster
Rancher?
Rancher.
So
I played Monster Hunter.
No, Monster
No.
Rancher. You would go to this thing called the disc. Like it's like you would get a disc, and the disc would hold the imprint of a monster.
Yep.
And you'd awaken the disc, and you get that monster, and you have to go and train it, and you'd fight that monster in arenas.
So it was like
And
Pokemon,
try to
sort
raise
of,
up,
but it
kinda-
was before Pokemon.
and try to raise them up, or you would send them out on adventures, and things would happen while they were on adventures to find
Was
stuff.
there a cartoon based off it too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember the cartoon now.
So in the game though, the disc. This is how the
that was out
disc,
before Pokemon?
Yeah.
the way the discs work is, and this like blew all of our minds.
Yeah, we're
as
like,
kids.
what the
Because it's
fuck?
what like Skylanders is now.
Well,
probably, right?
you would go to the disc creation and be like do it, and I don't know what it said.
They'd be like,
I don't remember,
dude,
but
create a monster for me.
and it'd be like, it's like you'd hear the disc stop, and be like, insert disc now, and you would open your PlayStation, take the disc out, put any CD or game you had, and that CD or game would give you your monster. And it was dependent on that. Like every time you put that CD in, you would get that monster. So you'd end up sitting there with you get like every disc you own, and you're like putting them all in. Like, where's the really good monsters? I need them. I gotta find them. And you just
we got all of my stepdad's like CDs from like the '80s and stuff, and brought them in the thing. We just
like dude, Bob Seger, the Silver Bullet Band has this.
Well, then we like write down like Bob Seger gave me this rare monster.
That's okay.
we had a notebook where it was like CD to monster.
That sounds really fucking cool.
Oh, dude, it was such. And then Monster Rancher 2 came out, and yeah, it was.
So
cool.
my list is done, right?
Technically, yes.
Scratch
out.
out.
I'll let you have Monster Rancher because then.
Scratch out Duke Nukem and put Crash Bandicoot 2.
I gotta do one more
That has
because
to
I
be there.
skipped over.
Well, no. If I give you Monster Rancher, and then he named
then it's you.
Sonic 2, and then I name one, and then we have one empty slot because there's only 3 of us.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I gotta do
fucking
Crash
reliving
2.
Monster Rancher right now.
I know.
I gotta do Crash 2. Take off Duke Nukem 3D. Crash Bandicoot 2.
Oh yeah, dude.
For the PlayStation. That game was so important. We got the PlayStation and that game without a memory card for Christmas. We didn't shut it off for like a month until my mom went on and bought us one. We're like, Mom, my PlayStation's been on for like 30 days straight. Like, can you just... Because you gotta get every box to cleanse every peach.
What about like
fruit.
the original Pokemon, man?
I guess I'll
Pokemon
change
Blue and
this
Red?
to 7
Honestly,
because I think that's the cornerstone Final Fantasy for everyone.
I'm playing Pokemon Red right now as we speak. Like I play the game once a year.
Yeah, I think that's. I think
Red,
that's.
Yeah.
Red, blue, or yellow, whatever. Just the original, whatever version.
Yellow wasn't original, dog.
No,
It wasn't, but it took place in the original
So, hold
world
on,
with the
hold on.
original Pokemon.
It is, but it wasn't. It was an addition to the original.
It was an
world.
addition. It was like an expansion.
It
pack.
wasn't like a new start of the thing.
It didn't change anything, but
So,
Pikachu.
it wasn't.
still
It
the
wasn't
game.
original, but it
Yeah,
was.
no, it wasn't blue or
Red and blue.
Blue was my
And then
favorite.
it came out.
I thought there was 3. I thought it was red, blue, and green.
Yellow.
Because
No.
I thought there was the
No.
Bulbasaur, the Venusaur,
No, there's
the
only red and blue
Charizard.
version.
When they put out the remakes, like the remasters on the
Yeah,
DS,
okay.
they called it Leaf Green and Fire Red. But
Okay.
Leaf Green was just blue.
So it was red and blue. So I just put
Red and blue.
Pokemon because I think we all played Game Boy Pokemon.
Yes,
Yeah.
Game Boy Color.
Because you remember the first time, like you had a friend who actually had the little connector
The little
thing,
link cable.
so you could trade.
Dude, I traded.
Yeah.
I remember I traded like a Scyther with my friend Jamie, and it wouldn't listen to me, and I was fucking furious. And I'm like, you're mine now, like you're on my system, but like he wouldn't obey anything I wanted him to do until I
You
got
got
like enough
posed,
badges.
bro.
Yeah, I got
Dude, that's one of those safari monsters, dude. They were always so hard to tame, even if you caught them.
yeah.
I don't remember that aspect of it. That's funny though.
Fuck you.
If you had one that like didn't like you or something like that,
It wouldn't obey
like
you?
you would like be like in a battle and be like, do this,
And he
it'd
would
be
just
like,
wouldn't
it'd be
obey.
like tackle, and it'd be like, I'm gonna skip my turn.
Harden.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
like
yeah. The ones from Safari, or if you traded with somebody, sometimes for the most part they wouldn't listen to you, and you're like, what's the point of having you Scyther?
so you would fuck people over that didn't know that by trading them the safari monsters to get other things you were missing. I need to get all 3 Eevees so I can have all 3 Eevees.
You know what?
Vaporon, Jolteon,
I like to
and
just
Flareon.
keep my Eevee just plain. She's cute.
David, that's how David played.
Right now I'm playing.
You're
with the
not
Bul-
as adorable if I evolve you and make you better.
I have
so.
the Everstone on my
This isn't the
Bulbasaur.
cartoon. It doesn't work that way.
Right now, I have like a level 80
like-
Bulbasaur, and I'm not letting him level up. 'cause I
I'm pretty
think
sure
Bulbasaur's cool.
90% of the
He gets
Pokemon.
gross as he gets older, so I have like the Everstone on him that stops him from
So
evolving.
you have a level 80 Bulbasaur.
I have a Bulbasaur, a Mr. Mime because it's fucking creepy and awesome. A Lapras because it forces you to get it when you fight Team Rocket.
Mr. Mime
a
is the most
Scyther.
Japanese of all Pokemon.
Dude, Mr. Mime's amazing. I wanted a Jinx so they can both creep everybody
You
out.
know, the guy who created Pokemon
And a Geodude.
was essentially, it was just
Amazing.
essentially him lashing out against Christianity from his parents.
Good.
Oh really?
Yeah,
All
'cause
good
the
things
whole
come
thing,
from
the
that.
whole thing about Pokemon is about evolution and becoming better in like the most perfect form of things.
Yeah.
All good things come from bad
So he
evolution.
like he was raised like really hard. 'Cause
Yeah.
from my
Except for
understanding,
Soft.
Except for Sasha's party.
well, what's funny is the newest epic rap battle, which I haven't watched because after the Trump Hillary one, I've decided not to watch them anymore.
Oh, did they
Because
do
it
one
was
of those?
so fucking slanted.
Was
like,
it one-sided?
Like they did things that I was like, dude, you can't just not like at the at the end of the Trump Obama Romney one. I don't know if you ever saw the one.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln shows up and slaps both of them.
Yeah.
Well, they do that again, but he slaps Trump twice. Like, no, hit the woman. Don't be a little bitch about this.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
He's afraid that she'd die, though.
it was like it wasn't the Mitt Romney Obama one was funny, and they both had good jabs. They both had things they made fun
Which
of,
is what makes
and
it
they're
cool.
Like
Yeah.
they usually like they usually just like rode that line, and they clearly went super biased on this, and
Yeah.
kind of took away from
Hollywood and the entertainment industry has a habit of doing that.
which is funny
Yes.
because it used to be the other way
Especially in this
Really?
like
around. It used to be
election.
that conservative
Yeah.
stuff kind of controlled
Yeah.
all that stuff, and it's not anymore.
Well, it's funny,
We need
like,
one more slot, by the
Who
way.
the fuck's gonna listen to like celebrities and people that aren't like blue collar people like raising kids or like
Right,
they're
I
raising
know.
kids but like they're nannies and maids are
Yeah,
raising
like,
kids.
it's
It's
like
like
Dave
why would I
Chappelle.
listen to you? Like you don't if you don't live in our world. Like who cares what your opinion
Dave
is?
Chappelle
Yeah,
brought that
I
up.
love it.
He's
Did
like,
he?
no, he was like,
He's like, all these
he's
celebrities.
like,
who
why do
gives a
they? He's
shit?
like, why do they give a shit about what celebrities saying about elections? He's like, they on
It doesn't
CNN,
affect
like, we
them.
got Ja Rule here.
Ja-
Let's go to
Well,
Ja Rule.
See, Ja
What
Rule's
do you
poor
think?
now, so like his opinion means more than someone who's
He's like,
rich.
who gives a fuck about what Ja Rule thinks?
Yeah, but like he's above all this shit. But not Ja Rule because he's poor as shit now. I bet. So I would listen to him. One more.
We need one more.
I mean, whose turn is it?
Technically, it's Tommy's.
Earthworm Jim. Don't be a bitch.
No.
What? Are you kidding me? Oh, Turtles in Time. No,
House
no,
of the
wait.
Dead.
Yeah, dude, Turtles in Time.
House of the Dead.
House of the Dead is good.
We had it on Dreamcast, and we used to.
Yeah.
Tommy would get on and play EverQuest for an hour, and I would play
Yeah,
House of
House
the Dead
of
on
the Dead.
Dreamcast, and then every hour we would just.
Oh, you
switch.
guys want to do 2-player?
And
No,
then
was
because we
super
wanted to
easy.
play EverQuest too.
Oh, it was super
Yeah.
easy on 2-player because you could have like one guy just in the center and hit shooting, and another guy like going around shooting everybody. So when somebody came into the middle of the screen.
Oh, we had the. I think
Because I had House of the Dead on like a PC, so somebody would have the mouse and I'd have the
Dude,
keyboard.
you
We'd
remember
like
how
share my
cool-
chair and we'd play it.
Remember how cool like Dreamcast was?
It was
Dreamcast
awesome.
was revolutionary. That fucking
little
controller
thing that you took
with the
out
thing
of it
in the
and-
middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little like Tamagotchi, pretty much, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
There's
was,
like-
All right,
it was awesome.
It's
Never
not like
caught on, though.
adventure.
David,
Yes.
pick whatever you want because
He doesn't know these. Give him another one. He hasn't played either.
Hero
of them.
sounds cool.
Yeah, so why should he be the deciding factor?
Hero
No, I'm saying
sounds.
give him a different one.
No, well, we all got to vote on.
We all
of them.
have to vote.
Whatever.
So
Heroes.
we let him be first. Because
Hero.
it's not going to affect
Hero
it.
sounds
Vote
like
on
it,
which one? This
Hero
one?
seems
Yeah.
cooler and like it has more.
No matter what, his
replay-
vote is going to decide it because there's only
Yeah.
3 of us. So if you pick Heroes of Might and Magic, I pick Mist.
Yeah.
then it's
Hero
up to
sounds
him
like it
no
has
matter
more
what.
replayability.
Whether he goes first or second,
Oh, okay.
last.
Yeah,
This
but I
seems
might
like-
not pick Heroes.
But like this seems like it's more fun and has more replayability from the way you guys described both of them. And
Okay.
you don't have to like put out a fire, which is the
It
most
is- that
boring
is
shit in
true.
the game.
No,
Or solve
I'm going to
puzzles.
vote Mist. Like I said, Mist was so fucking cool to me. Like I thought I was so fucking awesome.
Well, now you remember the
because this
ending,
was
so
this
I
was
never
like
played it.
this was like before like internet guides were everywhere too.
Yeah.
You had to figure that shit.
Which
out.
made
This is
all
a really
these-
good game, but
which
I
made
just
all
had
these
fun.
games amazing.
It's what shaped our childhood, and I have really fun memories of us sitting around playing.
Dude, we didn't pick GoldenEye again. That probably would have trumped though. Kind of like how we left Marvel movies out of the franchise bracket we did.
Oh yeah, did you?
Yeah, well, because Marvel has like, what are they on, like 18 movies now? They're all awesome.
Yeah.
Like the worst movie is
Not
just
all.
good.
Doctor Strange is good.
I heard Doctor Strange is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a movie. They have.
I heard it was really pretty, but
No, it's
the story
good,
was
too.
a little.
I heard it's one of the best like.
It's
movie
an
scenes
origin
to be.
thing, so like you
It's
have
an
to put up
origin,
with.
so you have to do your typical
Yeah,
origin.
you have to
shit.
put up with him being
Right.
for 30 minutes.
But God,
you know,
that cast though.
Crash Bandicoot versus Metal Gear Solid.
Crash
Metal
Bandicoot
Gear
2.
for sure.
Metal Gear Solid.
I went out
I'm
to-
gonna go Crash.
I wanted to go Crash, man. It sucks to put out Metal Gear Solid because it did so much for games, but I played Crash more, and it like the gameplay in it's so solid.
Mario
It's-
2 versus Monster.
It's
Hunter.
such a perfect platformer, really.
It's not even the best game. It's what shaped your child. You know,
right.
They both.
I'm gonna
did.
go with Monster Rancher over Mario
I'm
2.
going Monster Rancher.
Oh fuck, Mario 2 for sure. But Master Rancher sounds really fucking awesome.
Dude, it was so crazy. It
I
was
want to know
really
what
exciting.
fucking Leonard Skinner would give you guys.
I'm sure we have
David.
it somewhere.
Mario 64 versus House of the Dead.
Oh, Mario 64.
Yeah.
Didn't that like create like the 3D camera in like
Yeah.
games?
I think so.
It's insane. Too
Um,
bad no Mario's lived up to it since.
Tommy?
Is it this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, dude, I would go StarCraft.
I'm gonna go FF7.
I played StarCraft more.
I
But
played a lot of
obviously,
StarCraft
it's
too.
more replayability. You just jumping into a match.
Dude, there are very few games. Not that I think are worse or better than 7, but 7 like
7 was
my
epic.
childhood. Like
Yeah,
I don't
holy
know
shit,
if I'd
dude.
played a game that was epic until I was like
Yeah.
even though you're reading like the fucking text, bubbles,
Dude.
like when fucking
that
Sephiroth
cutscene,
burns
yes.
down the town,
Yeah. Oh, he kills
not like the
Ares?
Ares things, but when Sephiroth burned down the town and Cloud goes to fight him, and like you just reading the bubbles, and he's just like, dude, you killed my family, like this was your home too. And I was like,
And
I
you're
could
like,
like read it in my
oh.
head. I'm like, this is fucking
Yeah.
like I could picture the
I don't know,
anger
man.
and the
that
emotion.
first time, because it only happens to you the first time.
Yeah.
Yep.
When Ares
When you
dies.
use Ares and you're leveling her up as your like
Why
healer.
you know what? I was lucky. I didn't
Dude,
like
she
her
was
from
like the only
start.
healer.
I was
And she
like
healed,
devastated.
I didn't like
crazy.
her. See, but I was new to fucking RPGs, really. Like, I did Barrett because he had a gun arm. And as soon as I get Red 13, I'm like, dude, that dude's a dog with a fire tail. Like, that's my crew.
Even
I guess
if
he's
you
a
don't,
cat. He's a lion, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
even if you don't use her, you're still like, oh,
yeah, it so sucks
shit.
because even though she was pissing me off
Dude, I
right
honestly,
before then,
even though he's in all of them, Sid in 7 is one of the coolest Sids.
yes, especially because he gets the
He's
mob.
cool. Well, he's very flawed. He's like a fucking alcoholic, abusive husband.
He's super. Oh, he isn't really abusive to that
Yeah,
chick.
he is.
For no reason, because she wasn't even the one to blame. You find out, right, for the rocket not launching.
Yeah,
the first
but
time.
even if she was the one to blame, he's
Yeah.
still like a complete
But-
asshole to her.
But so yeah, I had to vote for StarCraft just because my dad. We had like before fucking internet was really a thing. We were all connected through LAN,
Yep.
and we had 4 computers downstairs. And my house was the place to go after school, and we would just play StarCraft or Duke Nukem or Quake.
See, and those are the
On
memories.
multiplayer,
That's
nonstop.
kind of what this was for us.
Yeah.
you know.
That's why I voted for it, dog.
I don't know who's
Yeah.
up.
Thanks for leaving me hanging on StarCraft, there, you piece of shit.
Zelda, Ocarina of Time versus Diablo 2.
I played Diablo more. Zelda's so
For
fucking
me,
good though.
Zelda, but I think Diablo 2 is better. I think for more people.
I'm
I'm gonna have to
definitely
go Diablo just 'cause I played it more. But this was like mind bending. Like when you first go to Hyrule Field
Yeah.
for the first time,
Yeah.
and you set the volcano and like the distance, and you end up going there. Like that was just so like games hadn't done that before. I didn't think.
Yeah.
EverQuest versus
Sonic 2. I never played EverQuest.
EverQuest.
Yeah, EverQuest.
Oh, you come on! Everybody played Sonic 2 and
Dude.
loved it. That was revolutionary.
Dude.
Yes, you did.
This was the first MMO that we experienced.
The first time that you picked up player 2 just to fuck around and you realized that you could fucking play as Tails, you were like, oh shit.
Oh.
Oh, it was amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
I
you did
wasn't-
Super Mario, the first game ever made on Nintendo.
It wasn't the same. That you could play as Tails and Sonic at the same time.
This you play online with other people.
Yeah, but they're all douchebags. Every single one of them.
That was the first one, like 1999.
Yeah.
98.
I just have a bad
98.
experience
Remember
because like
that Project
everyone,
1998 where they...
Yeah.
That's the only reason I remember.
every
it.
super like ultra like nerd that was like a complete tool played
I made...
EverQuest in my school.
when I was in my visual communications classes, I made a magazine spread for Project 1980,
I'm
1998.
pretty sure it's 1999, isn't it?
Well, the thing was called Project 1998.
That's not 1999.
I think it's 98. But I had a tagline, like, I had to make like a 2-page magazine spread. And I
I've
did-
seen it. It was like crack, about something
green.
about crack or something.
Yeah, it's like willingly taking on a heroin addiction.
Yeah.
It's like playing EverQuest.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what we're talking about. Twisted Metal versus Pokemon.
Well, first I was Twisted Metal 2 because the first one doesn't. live up.
Whatever. This is when games came out like every year.
It
so
just
was
sucks
fun.
his-
Not which is better.
I know it just sucks because I'm still into Pokemon. Like I said, I'm currently like I have it on my dresser. I play it every
No.
night before bed.
No, there's no way he's still into Pokemon
This is my baby.
at all. Did you see your poster hanging up downstairs?
No,
I didn't see it. I stole that from his house. You remember?
I remember.
still I gave it to you. My wife thanked you for it.
She was like drunk and did not give a shit at all.
I ended
was
up
like, hey, I'm
throwing up
taking
that
this, and
night.
she's like, what?
I hated when too many people came over because I felt like I like just had like sporadic conversation with everybody. Didn't really get to talk to anybody.
Well, you were like, let's do some shots. I was like, no, I will throw up
Dude,
in your
yeah,
house,
that
dude.
fucking Jim Beam bottle was gone, and
Dude.
it's in my garbage disposal.
I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
Through this, man, I gotta go Pokemon, but Twisted Metal 2, I played for so many years straight.
I'm gonna go Twisted Metal 2. I remember having a lot of fun times over Tony's.
I'm going Pokemon.
I had tons of late night Twisted Metal 2.
Pokemon.
It never got old. You played fucking New York City, and you just launched around and tried to ramp over shit. And you could go through the skylights into the pool, and you could kill the little kid that was like on the edge, and you'd go and like little blood would shoot out of him.
Dude, these are some hard-hitting motherfuckers here.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Can't believe Metal Gear Solid got bashed out. I feel like if we had anybody watch and they tuned out.
No,
Metal Gear
because
Solid's
you know,
fucking
you realize what
perfect.
this is right here, right?
Crash Bandicoot 2?
This is
Perfection?
No, this
PlayStation
is
versus
PlayStation
Nintendo
versus
64.
Nintendo. This is like the hard. Like this,
Yeah.
these were the opposing.
Did
games.
you know there's
Yeah.
this cool documentary I saw on YouTube where
Crash
Crash
Bandicoot versus
where they actually like had like sales numbers like for a while Crash Bandicoot was like more popular than Mario for like a couple like because like the N64 didn't really sell
Right.
and Crash Bandicoot like sold a shit ton.
Dude, I bought the 60. I had the 60.
I had both because
first.
my
Then I got
parents.
PlayStation later.
I had a PlayStation first.
I played PlayStation first too.
Heroes of Might and Magic versus Monster Rancher.
That's hard. I'm gonna say Heroes.
But anyway, they fucked up with Crash.
I'm gonna go with Monster Rancher.
Monster Rancher sounds fucking
He's like,
awesome.
it
Holy
sounds way
shit.
better.
I want to throw in a Slayer album. What is on Slayer? What is on Jewel?
Yeah.
A piece
That's-
of heaven or piece
You
of
remember
mind.
we used to throw in like AOL fucking internet
Dude.
discs and shit, like just whatever.
little demo disc, the little Netscape or
yeah,
whatever.
CD. We'd be
Demo
like,
disc.
just put the shit in there.
Dude, what about one of the best CDs from the 90s? Max Price 20s Yourself for Someone Like You.
I had a CD.
I think-
Yeah, we
I'm
made
sure
some
we
shit
did.
off
That was one of the first CDs I'd ever listened to from front to back.
I
I'm like,
bet
every
you-
track's good.
I bet you if you go on your phone and look up after this, look up
Monster
Monster Rancher,
Rancher?
Monsters from CDs.
I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole.
It'll give you a list.
You guys will
probably.
see me next week. I'll be like, oh, it's fucking Saturday again already.
It's Friday.
or Friday. See, and that's how fucked up I'll be. Final Fantasy
PlayStation,
7.
PlayStation versus Nintendo.
Oh, you're not going down? Okay.
Crash Bandicoot versus Mario 64.
He's gonna-
I
he's
played
gonna
Crash.
go-
I played Crash so much more.
He's gonna go with Crash.
I'm going Crash.
I'm going Mario.
Crash. So Mario, I played a ton, but Crash, I explored every crevice of every level.
Yep.
Because you had to beat the game.
So you're going Crash.
So did
Yeah.
you? You had to do
No,
Mario too.
Mario. There's even ways to like get to the final boss without getting that many stars. You can skip a ton of shit in Mario.
Yeah, but then you get all like the different suits and stuff. You have like the metal suit.
And the metal suit, and
Yeah.
the hat wing. I feel like you get all that shit like kind of earlier on.
FF7 versus EverQuest.
Don't
That's
forget
like
that.
so fucking impossible, dude.
No, it's not. One's a genre-defying, beautiful game, and the other one's made.
One essentially created a genre.
Yeah,
Eh.
yeah, it did.
So you were just talking right there. Were you talking about EverQuest?
No, straight people would disagree.
No, World of
Straight-
Warcraft.
What?
World of Warcraft literally took
I know
like
you can't make
everything
those jokes
from
anymore because we live in
EverQuest.
such a PC culture.
Warcraft took
No, it just doesn't
everything
make sense
from
because
them.
only awesome people play EverQuest.
Dude,
Not saying that
every
these are
kid,
all-
every
Okay,
kid
never
in my
mind.
high school that played EverQuest were kids you didn't want to be friends with. Maybe that's where I get the bad rap
We
from.
did it,
You didn't go to my high school.
and we know those kids you're talking about. We didn't want to be friends with them either.
Well, we all went to Winchfield together, actually, just different schools,
So-
right?
So
Because you guys went to Holt. I went to
Final
Durham.
Fantasy VII. Okay, it's not about what's a better game. It's about what did you have more fun playing and what did you gotta go with EverQuest, dude. It breaks my heart to do, but I have to do.
What happened when you?
I know David's going FF7.
Yeah, the feeling you get when you're wheelchair cloud and you fall into the pit. You go, oh no.
Wheelchair Cloud.
Yeah, you remember that when he falls to like the Mako
Oh.
stream and he's all retarded for a while. You're like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
this took a weird turn.
Yeah.
And he's making like really weird like 8-bit
Are you trying to
noises.
sell FF7 or?
Trying to, it's like the worst part of the game. I'm trying to.
I recently played this like 6 months ago. I beat it again.
I am
I
gonna,
play it once a year.
I am going to go
It's
FF7.
amazing.
I own it on Steam. You can own
Dude.
it on Steam and play it on
I
computer.
have it
On
on
Steam,
my
you
iPhone.
can own everything for like.
Yeah, no, I bought it on
$1.
Steam. It was on sale for like $9 one day, and I just bought it. I've never played it on it, but
You guys ever seen-
D2 versus Pokemon. I'm going D2.
We need to watch the Donkey review of FF7 after this. Versus Pokemon and Pokemon. If I picked, because I would have picked Twisted Metal over Diablo.
Which
2.
ones did I have? Pokemon.
You're on Pokemon.
Because I know you guys were super into Diablo 2. I played a little bit, but
I was into both.
Pokemon.
dude, oh my god, look at this.
That's cool.
Monster Rancher versus FF7.
Final Fantasy 7.
Sid, baby. The High Wind. And Yuffie.
Crash Bandicoot versus Pokemon.
Ooh. I feel like either one.
I'm going to go with my gut instinct, because Pokemon, I've had to struggle with picking every time. Crash Bandicoot's kind of been the slide in every time. So I'm going to go Crash Bandicoot.
I'm going to go Crash Bandicoot as well.
Okay.
Even
I'm
though
gonna I'm going Pokemon, but you know,
Who gives a fuck?
I feel like this is easy as fuck right here. This is the easiest
What?
decision
Is
ever
it Monster Rancher versus House of the Dead? What if it was House of the Dead versus Mist? That's why we don't have Micro Brand
I'm going
anymore.
FF7.
Made. So am I. There's no question.
versus Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Crash, but it doesn't matter.
So
Which weird, I don't think I picked Final
That's-
Fantasy VII once, but I
that's-
love that game. Like I literally love it.
Yeah.
I hate all the shit that came after.
no,
it.
you picked it against EverQuest,
Oh, of course.
Final
And you
Fantasy
picked it against
VII.
Monster Rancher.
Did I?
Though it has 3 votes.
I guess I would have had to.
I feel like this is
Green, I never
This is
played Monster
true.
Rancher.
Final Fantasy VII was one of the.
It's one of the games that we all talked about together. We
Yeah.
all played. I mean, I could literally say that 7, 8, 9. Like almost everyone I know played those.
Can't believe you
Yeah,
guys didn't give
I
any
played
love
it.
to Sonic though.
Dude,
kinda
Sonic
weird.
wasn't.
Sonic
I wasn't
2?
into Sonic, man.
Oh, really?
I did too, but it went up against EverQuest.
It did, but
And I
like,
played this so
Yeah,
much.
there's no contest.
but I mean, like, I feel like every game we name, we're like, oh yeah, memories. So Sonic 2, you're like, yeah. And
So
then
Final
next.
Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 7, childhood game for us. It may not be for everyone, but
Tekken 2.
Tekken
But
2.
Final Fantasy 7, like, we just gained everybody back, so
Well, I mean,
Jim
so
Paul,
good.
it's pretty amazing. I would say
That's
it's
it, man. That's the
it would be
episode.
in my top
That's
10
it.
favorite games of all time.
So that's all.
We're gonna go watch
Thank
some
you.
videos.